Hi, I'm Mark. This is my May review for Gemini Sun sign and Gemini rising. This month we have 3 planets going retrograde. We also have our first eclipse of the year, and we have several challenging aspects that we need to overcome. We start the month with Pluto being retrograde. Now this means the energy turns inwards, but we can still work with this energy. Pluto will be retrograde until the 5th of October and it's in your 8th house, so we need to work with the energies of the 8th house. And this is to develop our psychic side. This is to develop our intuition and our perception, and to go within, to transcend the energies. The other thing we can do is be aware of manipulation, be aware that we should not manipulate other people or their money or possessions. Also on the 1st we have a conjunction between Venus and the Black Moon Lilith. Now these two are like twins. Venus is the light and the Black Moon is the dark. Now this happens in your 12th house, so this could bring some kind of secret excitement, some liaison with someone that could be clandestine. Also it's good for relaying your fears a little bit, so it brings a little bit more daring and excitement into your life. On the 2nd, the Sun makes a square aspect to Saturn. Now, some astrologers will say this was a difficult or unlucky aspect, but in truth, it just raises issues that are uncomfortable and are hard to deal with, so it's not a time to avoid. There will be a tendency to avoid and retreat away from things because Neptune makes an aspect to the Black Moon Lilith, and you want to sort of retreat from things. But you need to confront. Now, if there are any issues come up, they could possibly be from the unconscious, with the Sun being in your 12th house. But with Saturn in the 9th house of growth and expansion, you'll be able to handle these in a very philosophical way. You'll be able to look at things perhaps in a different light and organise yourself so that you can deal with these things and put them right. On the 3rd, Mercury arrives at the end of Taurus, so his energy's low, he's weakened. He makes an aspect to Jupiter, but don't expect too much from this because of this low energy. On the 4th he moves into your sign Gemini, he's your ruler, so he gains all his strength. This is when communication will be at its best. On the 6th, Venus makes a trine aspect to Pluto. Pluto's in your 8th house, so this is good for psychological insights and to hone in your perception. On the same day, the Sun makes a conjunction with Cupido, the asteroid known as Cupid, and so you could be magically drawn to someone today. Venus is in that 12th house as well, so this could be real or it could be imagined, but it'd be a very intense emotional day. On the 8th, Venus does the same as Mercury. She comes to the end of Taurus but makes a square with Jupiter. So again, she won't have the energy. It should be a day when you enjoy fun and excitement and have a sense of adventure, but you may not be quite up for it with Venus being a low point. But then on the 9th she moves into your sign and into the 1st house. This will give you a boost. On the 10th, Mars makes a sextile aspect to Uranus in your 12th house. So there may be a bit of unrest on this day. Your unconscious may be churning things around inside that trouble you, and so you're not feeling ease. But it's a good day for planning ahead that day, because Mercury makes a conjunction to the North Node, which is our spiritual way forward. And here you can plan and strategize your way forward. Your path ahead may open up as you get messages or insights from not only your unconscious but from other people. Maybe something you hear or see today that will help guide you on that path ahead. On the 11th we have a new moon. This new moon is in Taurus and in your 12th house. This is a time to retreat and recharge your batteries, both spiritually and physically, because next month the new moon will be in your sign, in your 1st house, and that'll be a lot more demanding. Try and see what you've got with this moon and take stock, see what you have and what you can make use of going forward in the future. Also, it's good to fulfill yourself through service towards other people. The Taurus side of this new moon means you need to connect with Mother Earth. It's good to get out in nature or do some gardening, something that will give you that grounding. We have something to be aware of though. The new moon is conjunct Black Moon Lilith, so here we have emotions coming up from the unconscious. Emotions could be quite strong and they could create fear. The Black Moon is our shadow side, our fear side. So just be aware of that and take note of any emotions that you feel like that and deal with them. On the 12th, the Sun makes a positive aspect to Neptune in your 10th house. So there's going to be a change of emphasis to the 10th house now. This is a good time to be understanding, compassionate with other people. So if you're in your career area, you could also get along well with your superiors, because Mercury makes a trine aspect to Saturn, so you'll be able to understand and communicate well with authority figures. On the 14th, Jupiter moves into that 10th house, so this is a real boost. And Jupiter will be there for some time, so there'll be opportunities coming either in your career or in your chosen path. Then on the 16th, the Sun makes a positive aspect to Pluto. This is a great time to put in reform, transformations, make changes, do what you have to do. Between the 17th and the 19th, Venus makes 3 positive aspects. The first is to the North Node. This is in your first house in Gemini, and this will allow you to attract things to you. Use the law of attraction now to attract whatever it is you desire. The other influence here will come from a relationship. A relationship, whether it's karmic or otherwise, will have a big influence on you and your path in the future. This aspect's also good for anything to do with beauty and the arts. The second aspect is between Venus and Chiron. Now, Chiron's in the 11th house, so there could be some kind of wound related to friends that pops up and you need to deal with and heal. This aspect also allows you to see the beauty in everything. And then the third aspect is a trine to Saturn. Now, this allows you to get on very well with authority figures and have discussions. It's good for business and commerce as well. But it's also good for changing your beliefs, because Saturn's in that 9th house of beliefs, so you can now work with your beliefs and come up with perhaps a little bit of a better system or a new philosophy that you can live by. On the 21st, the Sun moves into your sign, Gemini, and the first house. So the focus is now really on you. And as he moves in, he makes a square to Jupiter, who's just moved into your 10th house. There's a lot of change going on here at the moment. But both of these planets are at 0 degrees, which is maximum strength, maximum power. So you need to take advantage of this now. Now is the time that you can achieve, either in your career or in your chosen path. The only downside on that day is that Mercury makes a square to Neptune. It's a little bit like Mercury being retrograde. Communications can be misinterpreted, things can get taken the wrong way, so just be aware of that, but plough forward. On the 23rd, we have our second planet going retrograde. This time it's Saturn, and he's in your 9th house. The lesson to be learned here is one of understanding and tolerance of other people's beliefs. Also, to seek true knowledge through the higher mind and to develop your own personal philosophy. On the 25th, we have a conjunction between Neptune and Pallas. Now, these two work very well together. You have the imagination and creativity of Neptune combined with the strategy and planning of Pallas. And this is in your 10th house of career. So this can give you a real boost. This lasts till the 4th of June, so you've got time to work with this energy. Between the 26th and 29th, there could be a little blockage because Venus and Mercury make square aspects to this. So there could be a creative blockage to get through before you can harness the true value of this energy. With Pallas and Neptune coming together in Pisces, these two are renowned for bringing divine inspiration, flashes of insight. And this is mirrored by the eclipse on the 26th, because this eclipse belongs to the Saros 5 North series and also is renowned for bringing hunches, insights through dreams or visions from the unconscious or the psychic realm. So if you do get any hunches, you do really need to act on them, because this is meant to be. The full moon is in Sagittarius. This is your 7th house. Full moon in Sagittarius is all about freedom to expand and to grow and to be adventurous. But this can be done through partnership because it's your 7th house. So this could be relationships or business partnerships. Any kind of partnership is where you can grow and move forward the best. Now, the full moon obviously is opposite your sun in Gemini. So if you're born between the 21st and the end of the month, or if you have a rising degree between 0 and 10, this is going to affect you very acutely. As well as the conjunction of Neptune and Pallas and the eclipse on the 26th, there's also a conjunction between the Sun and the North Node and the Moon and the South Node. So this is a time when you can fulfill your destiny, follow your true path, because you'll be in line. The Moon against the South Node will bring out hidden talents, especially those you've used in previous partnerships in other lives. You'll rediscover these now, and working with other people will be great. The other thing is with the Sun contact in the North Node, you'll be energized, you'll be filled with confidence, and this is a good time to push forward, but you need to align yourself with these energies. It's a very creative time, and with the 2 nodes activated, it's time to balance them. It's time to balance between your needs and the needs of others, your goals and their goals. Get them in balance and you will achieve a lot. On the 29th, Mars, who's in your 2nd house of finances, makes a positive aspect to the Neptune Pallas conjunction in the 10th house of career. So this can give you a boost here and bring the two together. Mars is also good in this position for understanding and being more compassionate to others. It's not as aggressive because it's tamed down by the water. Then on the 29th, there's also a 3rd planet going retrograde. This is your ruler Mercury in your 1st house, so this will affect you quite a bit. The lesson of Mercury retrograde in the 1st house is to think before you speak. So consider that. You've got retrograde motion for 30 days. Also, the other thing you can work on is making more informed decisions, not making snap decisions, not making decisions just purely from the intellect. Encompass your intuition as well when you're making decisions and consider things carefully. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe. If you'd like to leave me a comment, I'll be glad to hear from you.